Hi, welcome to English Composition 1, and my name is Jamie Carmack, and I will be the instructor for this course. Um, so basically, every semester I try to do like an introduction video just to let students know about some of the important things to be aware of as we head into the first week of the course. Um, so here I've logged into my Blackboard. And if you log into your Blackboard, you should see the list of your classes that you're enrolled in here on the right hand side. So you should see your Composition 1 course. Here it shows all the different Composition 1 courses that I'm teaching. So I'm going to go ahead and click on one of them. You will obviously click on whichever one you see on your page. And it should bring you up to the main page for our English Composition 1 course. And just to let everyone know, I do use Blackboard for everything in the class. So this class is very technologically advanced, meaning that we'll be using a lot of different technology. Blackboard I have integrated very well into my course, so you definitely need to understand how to use Blackboard. So here on the left-hand side of the screen are the different tabs that I have constructed for the course this semester. You should see all of these on your screen as well. And I just want to highlight a couple of them here. The announcements page, if I click on that, it brings me up to any announcements that I've made in the course. And I have not made any yet, but my first announcement will be this introduction video. And I do make a lot of announcements during the semester, reminders about things, any issues that arise, anything like that. So I'm definitely really good about keeping students updated about things that they need to be aware of in the course. And then you have my instructor profile. So if you want to click on that, you get a little bit of information about me. I actually did this over the summer. I created this profile, and it has my name here, and where my mailbox is located, which is in room 420 in Nestor Hall. I do not have an office there or office hours or anything like that, but my email is listed here. So if you ever need to contact me about anything, then there's my email. And I'm usually really good about getting back to people quickly as far as emails go. I try to address issues as soon as they arise. And then here, just some of my interests and activities that I like to do. I play a lot of tennis, so I have a picture here of the tennis courts. This summer, I went on a nice vacation to the islands. I mean, this is an actual picture from my vacation, but I do like to be outside in the summer and stuff like that and around water in the sun, so that's kind of cool. And then here are my educational credentials. So I did my bachelor's degree at Miami University in Oxford, Ohio, and that was in English education for grades 7 through 12. So I've taught high school English. I've taught elementary school for many years, and I've transitioned into the college setting in the last 5 years. And I also have a master's degree in English education. I have my license to teach English in really grades 4 through 12. I'm also licensed to teach social studies and science and math, so I definitely have a lot of educational background as far as actual teaching goes. And then I also am finishing up my second master's right now in curriculum and instruction at Otterbein University in Westerville. And then here I just give a little blurb about what my approach to the classroom is, how I go about teaching, what's important to me as a teacher. I definitely believe that students can improve their reading and writing skills if they practice those skills over and over and over again. So this course, there's definitely going to give you a lot of practice with writing in different genres of writing. And there are high expectations in my course, and I am honest about that at the very beginning. The bar is set very high, but I try to incorporate as much technology and as many resources for all of the papers in the course that I possibly can. And we'll talk a little bit more about that on day one in the course. But this is just a profile to help give you a little information about me. And then I also listed here my Nearpod Certified Educator certificate. All of our in-class activities this semester I'll be using Nearpod for. And Nearpod is a really great teaching and learning tool that allows instructors to make their lessons more engaging, more collaborative in nature. And I'm a big technology person, so you'll definitely see that as we progress throughout the semester. So let's see. Okay, so that is the instructor profile. And if you want to go ahead and look at the syllabus for the course, that is available. So if I click on the syllabus, you see here that, oh, I have not uploaded it here yet. I'm sorry, I was thinking that I had not uploaded it. No, the course syllabus is here. So if you want to go ahead and open up the course syllabus and read through it before our first class meeting, I definitely suggest doing that. It definitely lays everything out for you. We will be going over the course syllabus next week in class, but it is here if you want to go ahead and take a look at it now. If you click on the course schedule, I've uploaded a copy of our fall 2019 weekly course schedule. So this document is crucial to your success in the course. It lists everything that we will be doing in the course for the entire semester. So if I go ahead and click on it, it brings me up here, and you can scroll through and see that every week is laid out. So it tells you what we'll be doing on the first day of class in week one. And I've broken everything down to things that are due before, things that you need to do before class, and then things that we will be doing in class each day. So here for Tuesday's class, I do have something that I would like for you to do before our class on Tuesday. And that has to do with the Blackboard orientation. I'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. But if you go through the course schedule, you can see the days, and it tells you if there's homework due before the class, where it's located. But your course schedule is your go-to for everything in the class. So if you're going to be absent on any particular day, then you need to be following along with the course schedule, so you are responsible for everything that is due in the class and knowing when it's due. If you're supposed to read something before class, it tells you what you're supposed to read and where it's located on Blackboard. So everything we're doing in the class this semester is on the course schedule. So, and you can see it is a very lengthy document, but we are covering 15 weeks in the course, and there's definitely a lot of content and material to get through in this course. So I would definitely suggest scanning through the weekly course schedule so that you could get an idea of what we're going to be doing in the class. If I go back to Blackboard, I've also listed the final exam schedule here for the fall. During our very last week in the course, I will let you know what day and time our final exam is. Final exam weeks are a little bit different. We only meet one time during final exam week, and it's based around a schedule that Columbus State has developed. So I have put that up here for you if you want to look at that. Okay, our in-class activities will all be done through Nearpod. And if you click on that link, you can see that all the weeks are laid out for the course. I haven't uploaded any links. I have to update my links inside of each week. But if you click on one of them, you can see, okay, this is what our in-class stuff is for Tuesday. and it brings you up here. So Tuesday, our first day, we'll be doing an introduction through with Nearpod about the course. So those activities, though, I will update. I usually update those before the week starts. So this weekend, I will go in and update the links for week one, and then at the end of week one, I will upload the links for week two. So this tab right here is important for you when we're actually in class each day. Other than that, you don't really need to follow along with when I update links and stuff like that. And then the homework assignments tab, if you click on that, here at the top, you see what the homework assignment guidelines are. I suggest that you read through this information right here in this box so that you're clear about what the homework policy is in the class. And I've also attached a guidelines document to help you be successful with the homework assignments. And all of your homework assignments will be uploaded to Blackboard. So it's really important that you understand how to work Blackboard and that you understand how to create documents or be able to upload documents to Blackboard. And since I'm talking about Blackboard right now, if you go under the course information tab here, I have some information that is helpful for the beginning part of our course. And for all students, one issue that I notice every semester is that students have a lot of trouble with Blackboard because they do not have the most up-to-date version of Microsoft Word on their Mac or their Windows, whatever kind of laptop or desktop computer you're using. You need to have the most up-to-date version of Microsoft Word. So this link right here, if you click on this download Microsoft Pro Plus, it links you back to Columbus State's webpage, and it lets you know that Microsoft Office is free for all students. So Microsoft Office gives you access to Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and more. All of my homework assignments in this class have been created through Microsoft Word. So you have to have Word on whatever computer you're using in order to be able to open up those documents and add your work to them. So one of the first things I suggest that you do is follow the instructions to download this onto your laptop or your desktop. And here they give you a step-by-step how to do it. So you open up a browser, and then like Chrome or Firefox, and then you navigate to your student email. You log in. You click the icon. It has your initials. You click on My Account. Towards the left, click the Install Office button, and then follow the instructions. So these instructions right here are super important. So this is something that I'm going to mention on the first day of class, but I thought I would give everyone a heads up about it. You definitely want to go ahead and download this. And again, it's free. As long as you're a student at Columbus State, you get this for free. It does not cost any money, and it will save you a lot of trouble and headaches during the first few weeks of classes when we're trying to get things uploaded to Blackboard, like homework assignments and all of that kind of stuff. And especially for students who use a Mac, they usually struggle the most with Word documents because this Word is different than Word that would be on a Mac. So even if you're using a Mac, it doesn't matter. You can download this onto your Mac. So I definitely suggest doing that before the first day of classes, just as another one of those things that where you're ready to go. So if I go back to the course information, oh wait, where was I? Our homework assignments. So if you scroll through, you can see the homework assignments are set up the same way as the in-class activities I've listed each week. And if you click on the folder, it tells you what assignments are due for that week. So next week is week 1. So if I click on the week 1 folder, you see that there are 2 things that are due for next week. This one right here I have due before class on Tuesday. So I want you to complete the Blackboard orientation and email me a copy of your certificate. So all you have to do is click on this link right here for the Blackboard orientation, complete the orientation, and then at the end of the orientation, they will email you a certificate that shows that you completed it. It will have your name on it and what day you completed it. And I would like you to email me a copy of that certificate so that I am aware that you have completed the orientation. And the Blackboard orientation is really important for all students, whether or not you're brand new to Columbus State or you're returning. The instructor needs to know that you understand how to navigate Blackboard. So that's the very first thing that I'm asking you to do before you even come in on the very first day is to complete the Blackboard orientation. Email me a copy of your certificate. That way I know, okay, this person understands how to navigate Blackboard. And then on Thursday, you have an assignment due that is right here. On the first day of class, I will briefly go through and show you how to open up the homework assignment document, where to put your work at, and then how to upload that back to Blackboard, which is something that you should learn inside the orientation, but students struggle a lot with that, especially during the first however many weeks of classes. Students really struggle with being able to upload their assignments properly to the drop boxes on Blackboard. So in any of the homework folders, like if you notice this little icon here, that means there's a link. This icon here means it's a Dropbox. That means that you have to submit something to the Dropbox. So all of the homework assignments are created as Dropboxes. So we'll talk a little bit more about that on Monday, but again, just so that you're aware of it. And I think that's about it as far as the beginning stuff goes. I mean, I do have the Writing Project 1 tab here, which you can access if you want to look ahead. This will be our first writing project here. I've listed readings that we'll be doing, supplemental materials that should help you with the paper. The assignment instructions are listed here. This document explains what the paper is all about, what I'm asking you to do, and it gives you all the specifics. And I also, for every paper, you will see the same content for every paper. There will always be supplemental materials. There will be assignment instructions. I always provide an outline for each paper. Usually I will have an instructor example up, which is an example that I've written of the paper. For this one, you see there's 2 examples that I've written. And for paper 1, there will be a couple of student examples. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to leave these up here or not. Sometimes I feel like students over rely on the student examples when they're trying to write the papers, or there could be issues with plagiarism with the student papers. So just so everyone is aware, these examples might not be up here when we start next week. It depends on what I decide to do about those, or I might only have a couple up there instead of 4. I might only have 2. And then there are draft instructions for the papers. Every paper we do in the class, except for the very last paper, you are required to do a draft of the paper so that I can see it and give you feedback on it as you move toward writing a final copy of the paper. We'll be doing peer reviews during our writing workshop weeks where you'll be looking at someone else's paper and giving them feedback. There's final copy instructions for each paper, which basically lays out what the formatting should look like on your final copy, as well as what needs to be included in the final copy. And then I do have a rubric for every paper. And this explains to you very clearly how your paper will get graded, which students love the rubric. Just because there's no guessing games at the end as far as, well, and I'm not the kind of instructor that just puts a letter grade on a paper without any thought. I don't just read something and say, oh, that looks like a B to me, or that looks like an A. The rubric explains exactly what you get points for on the papers, and it's all very thoughtful, the way that the rubrics have been constructed. So fairness and integrity is very important to me when I grade all student work. So I try to be as thorough and as specific as possible as far as the grading criteria goes. But again, you will see all of these things for all of the papers. And I think that it helps students understand that once they get to each paper, they're going to be seeing all the same materials. I think it helps create consistency in the class. And I think that's about it. So hopefully this information has been useful to you. I'm hoping that everyone is able to at least watch this introduction video. And again, please make sure that you go into the homework assignments folder before the first day and go into the week 1 folder and complete the Blackboard orientation. And then please make sure you email me a copy of your certificate. If you already forgot what my email is, it's here under my instructor profile. It's listed right here for you. And that's it. And I look forward to meeting all of you next week.